mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Cloud, a look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. We've got Wall. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Christian Wood. Then there's Gordon, and it's Tate in at the 3 slot. And for Minnesota, they've got Towns. Beasley is out there with Russell. Then there's Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 4 slot. Ball against Russell. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Well, Doris, it should be an interesting matchup in the low post. How do you see the battle of the bigs playing out in this one tonight?
Boy, what a classic low post, strength-on-strength contest we are in for tonight. Now, that's more the exception than the norm these days. I'll tell you what, you give me some skilled big men on the box doing work, I'm all about that.
Edwards, that's good.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Here's Wall. Plenty of room around him, and it's good.
And this is the ongoing development of John Wall, hitting that jumper with consistency.
And Doris, Malik Beasley, no stranger to the entertainment business. His parents and his grandfather are all accomplished actors.
Yes, but his father also played basketball professionally. Malik with so much talent. Now he's looking for his role to grow, and he's got the kind of heart and toughness to go make it happen.
And Russell gets it to go.
As important as spacing is in today's game, point guards must have the deep shot as part of their arsenal. D'Angelo Russell, nicely done.
Here's Wall. The putback, and Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down. Inside, here's Edwards. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Ball passes to Gordon. Bangs home the trifecta.
How good is that pass from John Wall? My man doing some work right now.
Russell against Wall. Here's Russell. Beasley outside. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by a bucket. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason work he put in.
I picked a lot of people's brains, you know, going into the summer. A lot of guys that have made that jump paved the way for us, a lot of older guys. And, you know, the answer that they were giving me was figuring out that routine that your body needs, that your mind needs to prepare for each game. And once I started getting in that consistent routine of napping, eating my pregame meal, things of that sort, it kind of started to come for me.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Edwards is out there with Ricky Rubio, and it's Vanderbilt in at the power forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, that's your alma mater. Hey, talk about his game. What do you like about Christian Wood's game?
Well, first I'll start with he went to UNLV. He's long, he's lean. I think he really fits the modern NBA as a small ball center, able to hold his own on the glass and space the floor.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
The drive by Rubio. The shot will not fall. And it's Houston the other way. There's Porter with the 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Porter's got the lead up to 4 now for Houston. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Rubio, the pass to Okogie. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game. First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Houston in the lead. Outside, Porter. Back to Wall. Here's the 3. Porter, no luck. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Culver. That one, no good. Wall with some nice defense. To the left wing. Pass to Olynyk. Just 3 on the clock.
Well, you have to appreciate the energy Jarrett Culver provides when he works hard on the defensive end.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Rocket.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the end. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. Looking at the second quarter scoring, they had a slight edge. They really worked hard late in the half. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, it's never easy to go on the road in the NBA, no matter what the matchup is. But I think they like playing the role of the villain. Their effort has been fantastic, and they've done all that they can do to keep this crowd.
And that does it for our...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays, there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. And so in the game for the Rockets, they've got Gordon. Christian Wood is out there with Kelly Olynyk, and it's Wall, and it's Tate in at the 3 spot. Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. A free throw good from Eric Gordon. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter of the game. The pass to Reed. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Brown.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Outside, Wall. Passes it to Wood. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Wood's got 5.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
And Beasley, here we go.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Rubio against Wall. Shoots over Rubio, and too long on the shot. Timberwolves trail by 5. On its way from Beasley for 2. No good from the wing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Brown wide open. He fires. Drills the three-pointer. Brown's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now Beasley from deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Houston Rockets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 8-point game. We've got Colton. Ricky Rubio is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Towns, and it's Vanderbilt in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. The kick out to Wall. Three-pointer. And another 3 for Houston.
It always helps when John Wall is knocking home that triple. The dribble drive ability has always been there. Now, look out, the balance in his game.
We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Towns. It's hauled in by Gordon. Rockets leading by 11. Puts it up from 12. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Rockets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Eric Gordon.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
And the basket by Olynyk.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against Houston.
You cannot be careless guarding D'Angelo Russell. This guy's so good at putting the defense in tough spots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Russell.
What we know about D'Angelo Russell is this guy is a dynamic, aggressive scorer. The key is he's got to extend his minutes playing under control. If he does that, lights out.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. And so Russell hits them both. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Brooks, the best of house. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. And the Rockets lead by 13.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Russell against Augustine. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily